Alright, episode for movie be a kwaba fambra 2 kings and bĺòw on YouTube so I say episode about ensem ahodoa e koso no ane de besuma hwefo nyina me ke say ni info bi adrop ensem ahodo bi aba betodwa abiham de nyina e ba bosom ni nyina e fa eye say parliament eye enkomo bi akoso e wo honom no ebusuya ansa na no ubu eni ani die kwase say wunya subscribe from my YouTube channel ya na do say subscribe button so we are na the bell notification icon so at we say be next time bi ano drop video our channel so an say be video bi and 10 times na sem do balance in meditating and say we say another pre ana chese kuyi ne wona no kuyi ne ka woni NPP mpenfun bi ana chese parliament my say omokwa akofaya NDC for ni pen ni nyina fa energy sector and sense mi ya ho say chese ECG honom de hwa yemra ahonom ana chese ora John Jinapo enso so no chense masa ebe ya monkamon ntum mwana muja eka enya asem ketwa de to honom aja se maha Ghana maha ECG4 ebe pemne as ya bana ye kure maintain ni o ma di ntina wo se mutimi esan so sori e wo parliament ha me ene day eka se NDC4 na ha adwa wusu enya azam getu akra yenkwai yenkwiti nsem na enjim nyina nchirmu emfambra medin erekwam gent.
So we'll begin with Honorable Minister for Energy and Green Transition. Come again.
Just find out if he's here to answer questions or he's brought a new levy. Just want to be sure.
New levy or not?
On petroleum products.
The suspended one.
The one coming back on the 16th.
So, honorable member, I think the minority leader is not here. So, honorable minority chief whip will answer ask the question on his behalf. So the first question A, which stands in the name of Osahin Alexander Kwamina Afenyomakins, a member for Futu. I think the chief whip will ask the question on his behalf.
Speaker, I'm grateful. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Energy and Green Transition how deep the hole is. The hole is so deep and gaping that when I assumed office, it was very scary. In fact, we currently have a liability, that's legacy debt, of about 67 billion. 67 billion. Also, like I told you, a lot of the energy sector IPPs were not receiving even their current bills. So what we are doing is to improve the current billing and payment. And my colleague, former deputy minister is here. Even with this, it still doesn't pay all the bills. So we are making progress, but we still need to do a lot more in order to achieve maximum progress. This year, liquid fuels, which used not to be that high, because of increase in consumption, liquid fuels alone would total about $1.2 billion. And so without this levy, it means that the enormity of the challenge becomes quite serious. And so we definitely need that levy to support. As we improve and increase gas and we get to a level where we need to review, this government will be willing and ready to undertake the necessary review. Thank you very much.
Honorable Collins Admako.
Illegal electricity connection and meeting challenges to improve revenue efficiency. I thank you, Speaker.
Respectfully, Honorable Minister. 1A, the urgent question. Urgent question. Or you don't have that one?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, measures being adopted to mitigate illegal electricity connection and metering challenges to improve revenue efficiency. We've embarked on the loss reduction program, which is part of the reforms being undertaken by ECG, among others, to reduce commercial losses, improve energy accounting through the installation of meter management systems, compliant repayment meters, specifically replacement of overaged and obsolete meters, replacement of faulty meters, and installation of new service connections. Under the loss reduction program, about 1 million meters have been installed already in order to ensure that we have accurate billing. These are smart meters that provide on-the-spot information so that we can reduce the losses the Honorable Member is talking about. We are also rerouting of concealed service tails and deployment of enhanced meter management systems. A total of about 1.2 million meter management systems have so far been installed as at the end of April 2025. In addition to this, ECG plans to install additional 2 million meters between 2025 and 2029 to be complemented by another 1 million, which is being rolled out in collaboration with the World Bank. The use of smart meters by itself, Mr. Speaker, does not automatically lead to reduction in losses. And so smart meters sometimes have challenges, and the human element is also being improved. We've given ECG some KPIs.
Yes, Honorable Minority Whip. Please, let me finish with him before I'll come to you.
Speaker, the minister spoke to an approval given by Cabinet for the installation of prepaid meters at all state institutions, with just a few exceptions. So when are you implementing this approval? Is it the case that the approval has come and you are now thinking about when to start or implement?
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we've actually started implementation, and you would have heard that some government-owned agencies were put off recently. We only had to agree on a payment schedule with them to reconnect them. And so let me assure the leader that we've already commenced this exercise following the approval from Cabinet. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Ano.
Speaker, I have confidence in the minister, but we'll come back to this story some other time. He says you have already started. I don't want you to give me any particulars, but Minister, we get stories of meters in the hands of fraudsters. Fraudsters owing meters and confidently going about installing them. I'm sure it all comes in wake with the subject matter, illegal electricity connection, and the improvement of revenue efficiency. If this has come to your notice, are there any measures to track down on these activities?
Yes, Honorable.
That is absolutely true, Mr. Speaker, but we've been working with stakeholders to deal with that challenge and to ensure that we nip that in the bud. Ordinarily, it's ECG that has the mandate to install meters, and so we are working on an LI to be submitted to Parliament so that those who otherwise own such meters, the penalty and the penal measures will be quite severe to serve as a deterrent. And so we've been arresting people, we've been prosecuting them. In fact, there's a dedicated court for such offenses. And so in collaboration with this House, we intend to bring that legislation so that we can make the punishment severe. It's not only ECG. In Tamale, for instance, yesterday, when our men went from NEDCO on an exercise, some of them were attacked. And so, Mr. Speaker, let me also use this opportunity to make a passionate and humble appeal to Ghanaians that if we don't work with these utilities to ensure that we are able to recover the revenues, we're going to have a major challenge providing power. Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker.
Speaker,
Frank, I'll give you the last chance.
Speaker, is the minister able to apprise this House the number of state institutions who are on the bill in terms of those who have been earmarked to be installed with prepaid meters? I know you mentioned a few exceptions, the presidency.
Minister,
can you run us through the list?
If you have the records, you answer. If you don't, then we can ask you to come again. Frank.
It is, Speaker, I'm order 89. I am spot on. I'm not offensive of the order.
But me sitting here, I could say that you are off there, because if you ask him to apprise you with all the institutions, he didn't, obviously could be that he didn't prepare for that. So we can bring him here on specifically on that.
Speaker, I will not contest your position. I will respect it.
So that's why I said
my question is flowing from his own answers. So if we have to defer this for another day, that's fine. Maybe he has the list.
Mr. Speaker, once you give me the opportunity, I will submit the list to this House within the shortest possible time. Thank you.
Yes, Professor Nyako.
Mr. Speaker, thanks so very much. In answering the question, the Honourable Minister.
Minister, if you are minded to.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. For instance, this month, at the end of the month, ECG, they were able to raise about 1.6 billion, which is a remarkable improvement year on year.
Is it billion or million?
1.6 billion cedis revenue collection this year, which is a remarkable improvement, even though the target ought to be 2.5 billion. But if we do a year-on-year comparison, what it means is that this year is this month of 2025, as compared to same month 2024, there's a remarkable improvement in terms of the revenue collection. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Speaker, last one.
As for Prof, I'll give him another slot.
Last one. Mr. Speaker, at the heart of the challenges we are facing at the power sector, especially revenue mobilization from those within that enclave, has to do with political will. I heard you spoke about arresting some individuals who engage in illegal connection. The Minister, how are we going to ensure that we have the political will in order not to undermine the measures you are putting in place? Because for me, that is the core of the reason why we are not able to get the
Mo enkeni kwansenka ebe na iseta kwa mo kam ka bi wansem minister la ya beka ya so ni inzon kokoshe about energy sector no na wasen ko kwa ngo make sure say amafo benya nyina mkania ne ade nanzo so kwa yese sa eye kania ho sensem na kwa yese ngofu eja free for power no